Well, the city of Seattle may be ready to enter the e-scooter craze.
It would be another method of transportation competing with growing bike and car sharing services. Tonight, cities from around the country are sharing their advice and the potential pitfalls. King 5's Chris Daniels live in Seattle on a scooter with the story. Chris.
Yes, Lori, these are the devices that we're talking about. You've probably seen them in other cities. Lime is one of the operators. Proponents, they love these things because they say they are more climate friendly than other methods of transportation, but doctors, well, they have some other warnings. Today, the wheels of government turned outside Seattle City Hall. Council members taking a spin while simultaneously trying to control their excitement.
As a city council member, I'm ready to do everything the council can to make this mobility option available to folks as soon as possible.
Council member and Transportation Chair Mike O'Brien is ready for e-scooters, helmet or no helmet.
There are head injuries from people in cars, and we don't require people in cars to wear helmets.
Yet other cities paint a cautionary tale.
One of the most painful experiences of my whole life.
In Dallas, a lack of regulation led to a spike in similar injuries, many at night, without helmets, people under the influence. And in Portland,
I can only consider that getting exponentially worse.
Injuries piled up like the scooters in sidewalks. A bumpy road, which caused the Rose City to reassess, adding fines, parking, and geofencing to their pilot program. Anna Zavarts worries here for the mobility challenge, already dealing with the cluttered carcasses of bike share.
They can be blocking curb ramps, they can be parked in a way where they fall over and block access.
It'll now be up to the newest council members like Abel Pacheco. Should people have to wear a helmet?
Yes.
Who will have to navigate those concerns as any potential legislation scoots along. Don't expect to see these anytime soon in Seattle. The city needs to craft that pilot project, the legislation that goes into any of this. And if you're watching down at Tacoma, you're saying, hey, why is Seattle behind the times here? They've had bike share and these e-scooters down there. In fact, the e-scooters were so popular, Lime got rid of the bike shares down in the city of Destiny. Live tonight in Seattle, Chris Daniels, King 5 News.